Heat-related mortality in Los Angeles has overtaken hurricane and tornado deaths, making it a critical issue that must be addressed. According to research, heat-related mortality accounts for an estimated 12,000 deaths in the United States each year. Cities, especially Los Angeles, are recognizing the crucial role that trees play in dampening excessive heat to prevent this dangerous trend. LA has set an ambitious goal of planting 90,000 trees in order to boost tree canopy coverage and close the equity gap in access to urban greenery. As the world's temperatures continue to rise, governments everywhere are trying to figure out how to deal with heat waves that break records. This growing trend makes the heat island effect worse. The heat island effect is when cities are much hotter than the areas around them. Since 1980, there have been a lot more hot days in towns, which has led to an alarming rise in health problems caused by heat. Because of this, there has never been a greater need to do something about climate change. The heat island effect is caused by a mix of elements in urban environments, including densely packed buildings, paved surfaces, and minimal green space. These materials contribute to heat absorption and storage, resulting in high temperatures that can be hazardous to public health and well-being. The influence of the heat island effect has become more prominent as global warming has intensified, worsening the dangers associated with excessive heat. The repercussions of rising temperatures and the heat island effect should not be underestimated. As cities experience extended periods of blazing temperatures, heat-related ailments such as heat stroke and heat fatigue have grown more common. Vulnerable populations, such as the elderly, children, and people with pre-existing health concerns, are especially vulnerable. The need to address the underlying causes of climate change and put effective mitigation plans in place has never been greater. Cities throughout the world are increasingly understanding the necessity of adding green infrastructure into urban development to prevent the heat island effect and its negative repercussions. Planting trees, establishing green areas, and using sustainable design ideas can lower the heat island effect greatly and provide much-needed reprieve from excessive temperatures. These efforts not only improve air quality and reduce the urban heat island effect, but they also increase cities' general livability and resistance to climate change. Managing rising temperatures and the heat island effect demands a diverse approach. It entails establishing policies that promote climate resilience as well as adopting sustainable practices and developing green infrastructure. Cities may build healthier and more sustainable environments by taking proactive actions, assuring the well-being and safety of their citizens in the face of the mounting challenges posed by rising temperatures and the heat island effect. The power of urban trees. Urban trees have an amazing ability to battle rising temperatures and provide much-needed relief from the searing heat in cities. Extensive scientific study has proven that strategically planted trees can successfully reduce air temperatures by about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. This considerable temperature drop can make a huge difference in a rapidly warming planet, potentially saving lives. The heat island effect occurs in densely populated metropolitan regions when residences, businesses, and industrial buildings are tightly packed together. These urban heat islands produce, trap, and store heat, resulting in much higher air temperatures than adjacent locations. The discomfort and health concerns connected with extreme heat episodes are exacerbated by this surplus heat. Trees serve an important role as natural air conditioners in urban areas. Cities may utilize the cooling ability of trees and provide relief from the blazing heat by strategically planting them. Trees can considerably reduce surface and air temperatures, resulting in cooler microclimates in their near proximity. During peak temperatures, shaded surfaces can be up to 45 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than unshaded places, providing much-needed relief for inhabitants and visitors alike. Trees also absorb a significant quantity of solar light. Solar radiation is absorbed by the leaves and branches of urban trees, lowering the amount of energy available to heat the surrounding air. This absorption process functions as a natural cooling mechanism, decreasing air temperatures and making cities more comfortable. Urban trees provide extra benefits in addition to cooling. They contribute to better air quality by absorbing pollutants and releasing oxygen. By absorbing and storing rainfall, they reduce the impact of stormwater runoff. They serve as wildlife habitat and contribute to the overall biodiversity of urban ecosystems. Trees' visual and psychological effects improve the quality of life for city dwellers by encouraging well-being and a sense of connection with nature. Reduced temperature and shade. Shade has significant cooling effects, with shaded surfaces being up to 45 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than unshaded places during peak temperatures. This drastic temperature difference highlights the ability of trees to provide relief from the sweltering heat. The placement of trees around buildings, streets, and parking lots is critical for maximizing the cooling advantages of shade. Cities can create shaded zones that protect buildings and paved surfaces from direct sunshine by strategically putting trees in these areas. This not only lowers surface temperatures, but also hinders buildings and infrastructure from absorbing and storing solar energy. Trees contribute to temperature lowering by absorbing a considerable amount of solar radiation. Urban trees' leaves and branches operate as natural barriers, intercepting sunlight and absorbing its energy. Trees lower the amount of energy available to heat the surrounding air by absorbing and utilizing solar energy for photosynthesis. As a result, the local surroundings become noticeably cooler. Trees also contribute to a more comfortable and livable urban environment. This not only saves money for families and businesses, but it also reduces greenhouse gas emissions and strain on the electricity infrastructure. Furthermore, shaded areas formed by trees encourage outdoor activities and improve residents' quality of life. People are more prone to spend time in shaded areas, where they can enjoy the coolness and relief from the heat. Parks and green spaces with plenty of trees become ideal gathering spots, encouraging social interactions and developing a sense of community. Energy efficiency and evapotranspiration. Trees have an important part in temperature decrease by evapotranspiration, which is the transport of moisture from the earth to the atmosphere. When sunlight reaches the canopies of trees and plants, the roots take water from the soil and the leaves release it into the air. This technique aids in cooling the surrounding environment by absorbing heat from the air and evaporating water, similar to how sweating cools our skin. The evapotranspiration process can be exploited to lower energy expenses, particularly those associated with air cooling, by strategically putting trees in urban areas. According to studies, well-placed trees might result in energy savings of up to 25%. This is crucial because it not only lowers individual energy bills, but also relieves strain on the power infrastructure during heat waves when energy demand is high. Strategically planted trees improve energy efficiency and environmental sustainability by lowering reliance on air conditioning, which contributes to increased energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. The cooling effect of trees contributes to a more comfortable interior and outdoor environment, which reduces the need for excessive air conditioning use. In addition to the immediate energy savings, reducing energy use during peak periods helps prevent potential power outages and blackouts by keeping the power grid from being overloaded. This improves the resilience and stability of the energy infrastructure, resulting in a more steady supply of electricity during times of high heat and energy demand. Environmental justice and equity. There is a difference in tree canopy distribution, with underprivileged communities having less trees than richer neighborhoods. Inequality in these disenfranchised places is a result of previous underinvestment and limited growth options. To remedy this disparity, Los Angeles has started the Green New Deal, a multi-pronged project focused at providing shade and cooling measures in low-income districts that are most exposed to the effects of excessive heat. The goal is to make tree distribution more equitable and to provide the same benefits and relief from heat for all inhabitants, regardless of socioeconomic position. The COVID-19 outbreak, on the other hand, has produced obstacles and caused delays in meeting the ambitious objective of planting 90,000 trees by the end of the year. Despite the failures, the dedication to environmental justice remains strong, and attempts are being made to restart the tree planting campaigns as soon as possible. Recognizing the significance of fair tree canopy distribution, it is critical to emphasize disadvantaged populations' engagement in urban greening efforts. The harmful effects of excessive heat on vulnerable populations can be reduced by ensuring that low-income districts receive their fair share of trees and accompanying cooling advantages, producing a more just and resilient city. That concludes today's video. We'll return with more soon. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.